I am currently president of the Oral History Association. I'm also director of the Samuel Proctor Oral History Program at the University of Florida. So my favorite story about being in the Oral History Association, it's not a humorous anecdote, or it's not almost drowning getting to a conference or getting lost in a snowdrift in Alaska. But when I came on to council a few years ago, we were in the process of transitioning in a lot of different ways. We transitioned from an executive secretary to actually a full-time executive director. And so part of that process was really recharging and re-energizing our committees. We have national committees, education, publications, international, so on and so forth. And so in the fall, when I actually received my charge as the new president, I realized that I was going to have to make approximately 70 committee and task force appointments. And when I first got that charge, I panicked. I thought, how on earth am I going to do this? And so I quickly developed a reputation for being the person that if Paul is around, he's going to ask you to do something. But my concerns about having to make all these appointments quickly became, instead of being a scary kind of exercise, it quickly became incredibly inspirational, because out of 70 appointments, I had 69 yeses. This is quite remarkable, because I've been on other boards, I've been in nonprofits, I've been on other university committees, and I've never had that level of success. But it wasn't me succeeding, it was the fact that people in this association believe in the Oral History Association. They believe in our mission, they're rooted in communities, they're grounded in relationships of trust. You know, we trust each other, we argue with each other at times, right? But people really love the Oral History Association. So being the president of that kind of association is really an amazing experience. And I have to say that the one person who turned me down on a committee, I could call out the person's name, I will not do that, because they contacted me. You know, I called the person, they live out in the, I'll tell you that they live out west from Florida, which is pretty broad, I think, without being a plot spoiler. But I called them, asked them to be on a committee. They said, no, I can't do it. I'm really busy. But then the next week, that person called me back and said, but I could be on this other committee if you need a person. I said, yes, we need another person for that committee. And I signed that person up. So in the end, having to make all those committee and task force assignments was really an amazing, joyful experience. It took a lot of time, but again, to me, it demonstrates how civically engaged our members are. So, you know, that's my big experience. And I'm just so proud of the Oral History Association, what we've done, how diverse we're becoming, and, you know, we'll continue to grow. There's things we can continue to improve upon. But I feel like now we have national committees that are very solid, very cohesive, with great members, great leadership. So that's really the future of the organization.